Hey guys, welcome to How to Be Fancy. Today I thought I would share with you kind of the first day of my hair when I have done a wet set with foam rollers. Typically this is the hardest day for me to style my hair because I do a smaller curl just so that it lasts longer. So I like to brush this out section by section just to kind of get a feel for what the curls want to do. You can see I often use my hand as kind of like a stabilizer or paddle to keep the frizz at bay. Since my hair is short and to keep my hair from looking too poodle-like, I like to use clips just to kind of stabilize the top of the hair and brush all of the curl down to the bottom. I tease little bitty sections into place, brushing them into place and spraying them as I go all the way around my hair. Oftentimes, I look at photos to see what the heck my hair could look like that day. This day, I was deciding that it was going a little bit more on the 30s, early 40s kind of era of things, so I just sort of went with that, which means not a lot of height in the crown of the head. It's a little bit different than what I normally do, but I thought it would be fun to give it a try. So you can see I'm just sculpting those curls with clips into place, and then I will give them a little spray and let them sit that way for just a little bit. I think one of the biggest tricks when styling your hair in vintage styles is to not panic, number one, and two, kind of find the curl and go with that. So you can see I'm just looking at my hair, finding the curls. I'm using a pomade to sort of separate those out and add shine back in. This also helps to get rid of frizz, and then I'm brushing it through just at the bottom to create a really sculpted, shiny sort of curl set. Here I was trying to decide whether or not I wanted to add a hair accessory, but to be honest with you, we were having storms that day and I had a pretty big migraine, which usually means I shouldn't put any sort of hair accessories or bobby pins into my hair. So I'm working with that, even though it probably would have looked a little bit cuter had I been able to use like a hair flower or something like that. Now after those curls have set, I'm just going to go back in and make sure they're smooth. I decided this one was a little bit too chunky, so I'm going to use my comb and then really just work it into a more separated curl. It was just a little bit too heavy on that side, so I separated it out, used my brush to smooth everything into place, and then created a couple of little curls. I wanted my bangs to be pinned over just a little bit, and I forgot to take this pin out while I was filming, but I took it out at the end just so that you couldn't see the pin, but my bangs were still tucked over and under. And here you can see I'm just making extra little pin curls on the side. I actually ended up pinning this down into my head so that it would stay really nice and sculpted. To try and get the sides to match a little bit better, I ran a little bit of pomade through this side just because it was looking a little bit fluffy. So just put a little pomade in and then kind of run my fingers through, and you can see that kind of creates a better wave. It's just a little bit shinier, a little more sculpted, and I found a little wave right there and wanted to hang on to it, so I put a clip in it, sprayed it really quick so I didn't lose it, and that would have been a really cute place to add a flower if I had wanted to or been able to. This is pretty much the finished look. It's a little bit Myrna Loy, a little bit Marlene Dietrich, a very simple 30s, 40s, everyday kind of look. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those down below. I hope that you guys are having a great week. For more How to Be Fancy, follow me on Snapchat and Instagram, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.